Entrepreneurs dreamed of landing a spot on Shark Tank to make a pitch for funding their idea or business, but some of the deals which have been struck on the show were not as good as they might have hoped.
You'd be an idiot among your friends to value this company at $1.5 million or even $3 million. It doesn't add up.
You just insult him?
Yes!
There's been a long history of bad deals along with the good ones and missed opportunities, but some take the cake as the worst deals in the history of the show. If you think that everyone that has struck an agreement on the show is happy later, you need to take a look at the ones that haven't ended well. We've uncovered the 5 worst Shark Tank deals for your consideration. Number 5. Vets Season 6. When Arthur Greiner and Michael Woolley walked into the Shark Tank seeking $50,000 for 10% of their children's backpack alternative company Vestpacks, the only thing going for them was a couple of cute little kids modeling the product. Woolley's daughter invented the product when she was 12 and made a licensing deal with Greiner in 2013, landing the product in 75 Walmart stores. The annual sales of $10,000 were anemic, especially with the context of being in Walmart, but the Sharks were intrigued by the story of Woolley's daughter, who won an entrepreneurship competition and even made it onto Oprah Winfrey's talk show. The catch: all of that happened in 2003, and Woolley's daughter was now 27. The investors exploded in laughter at the revelation, and the guys didn't get a deal. Number 4. Bedrider Season 6. Bedrider chief marketer George Conway asked the Sharks for $200,000 in exchange for 15% equity in his company, which makes safety seats for the backs of pickup trucks. To Conway's credit, he's a great salesman and he was animated and fun as he demonstrated the product on a pickup, but his answers to the investors' most important questions left them shaking their heads. For example, when Lori Greiner asked him if he'd undergone crash testing, Conway replied, "Honestly, yes, I've done my own, by accident." The Sharks liked Conway as a person, but the myriad of things that could go wrong with the deal caused them to back out. "When you leave the tank, I want you to take that truck and drive it off a cliff," Kevin O'Leary told him. Number 3. Tycoon Real Estate Season 6. Unfortunately for Tycoon real estate founder and CEO Aaron McDaniel, the Sharks not only hated the product idea, but some hated the entrepreneur behind it. McDaniel pitched his real estate crowdfunding service as a way for average people to invest in real estate. He failed to convince the Sharks that it was a safe model and that he was someone to be trusted with money. Mark Cuban yelled that the idea was scammy, Barbara Corcoran thought that it was spooky, and O'Leary, who was actually interested in making a deal, asked McDaniel if he had a criminal record. In the same way Shark Tank can make a company, it can break one too. Number 2. Rolo Duck Season 5. Cuban hated the Rolo Duck presentation so much that he actually got up and shook the hands of the co-founders brothers Richard and Albert Amini just to tell them that they gave the worst shark pitch ever. They asked for $50,000 for 20% of a social network for doctors and their patients. Cuban felt the brothers' pitch wasn't for a real service, let alone a real business, and was merely a mock-up of an app accompanied by non-stop strings of buzzwords. He told CNBC, "Typically, I don't like to be mean to entrepreneurs, but these were two doctors who I think thought they could just snow us and mislead us into thinking that because they're doctors, they're smarter than all of us."
I can't connect the dots regarding how I make money. I'm out.
Number 1. Track Days Season 4. If a hypothetical company has no shot on Shark Tank, a hypothetical movie was practically guaranteed to fail. Immediately after James Levitola and Brian Pitt said they were looking for $5 million for 34% of the profits for their movie idea, Cuban announced he was out. Levitola and Pitt had a mock trailer for their motorcycle thriller, but they didn't have a script or actors. "It's a horrifically bad idea," O'Leary said. "I forbid you to proceed."
What I'm trying to say is that I already know what the Sharks are going to say. Film industry is a terrible investment. It's like throwing your money away. Blah, 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 blah.
That's all the time we have for today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and share this video with your friends. If you'd like to stay tuned on when we upload our next video, press subscribe and turn on notifications so that you never miss an upload.